Way back in the 70s, I had a job working in the psychiatric hospital. I was an attendant at the USC County Hospital, a pretty rough place. Anyway, we had to lock them up. We took lessons in judo and all that stuff because the patients can get kind of wild, and a lot of times they elope, and we'd have to run down the streets and catch them and lock them back up. So there was this one patient that was doing really well, then all of a sudden he had huge relapse. We were kind of wondering why, and we'd all had to study, what he did and so on. Anyway, it turns out that that patient was faking his symptoms. And so we finally talked to him, and he said, "Why are you doing that? Everybody wants to go home and, not get locked up." And he said, No, please don't throw me out there. It's crazy out there. It's madness out there. And why? And he said, look at Yorty is mayor, and Reagan is governor, and Nixon is president. I mean, it's all the people that support him. It's madness. Please don't throw me out there. All right, that was a good question. What is considered madness by our society's take? Because he's right. And look at our world now. There's crazy people running the country. Look at all the people in Congress that is completely mad, going against their own highest goals and wishes just to try to grasp and cling to power or whatever. It's madness. So when there's madness inside those hospital doors and outside, what's the defining factor that makes you lock some people up and not others? And the only criteria is this, that you can get along in the normal world. You may be mad, but sometimes your madness allows you to still function in society even though you're mad. Look at our government, Anyway, so given that that's the situation, how do we look at it from a spiritual warriorship viewpoint? Wow, okay, that means any information you get, social media is prevalent. There's fake news, there's good news, there's all kinds of stuff, everything in between. So ultimately, we have to go back into our own heart. We have to develop critical thinking, critical assessment. That's what should be taught in the schools, not rote memorization, but critical thinking. And cultivate our own inner knowing from our heart. Trust your own knowing, your intuitive knowing, that kind of thing. So for all of you on the path, really trust that. Cultivate it, as a matter of fact. Look behind the surface of things. Listen with your heart. There's various ways to say it. And good luck. We are in crazy times.